Welcome to our 13th episode of Weird Mythic Podcast. I'm here with Serena, and I'm Naomi, and we will be talking about cryptids again. Woohoo! Second episode of the week, Serena!
Yay, yay!
Let's do this!
Yay! Before we get into our cryptids episode, we do have a promo for you guys.
Yeah.
We launched some merch. The link will be down below. Mm-hmm. We have a code for 10% off. What's the code?
That is a mythic. M-I. Not M-I. I can't spell.
M-I.
I looked right at Serena's eyes and said M-I, guys. Don't put me on the spot. It's M-Y-T-H-I-C, Mythic, for 10% off.
I don't know why I thought asking you would be a good idea. All right. Once again, that code's M-Y-T-H-I-C, Mythic, for 10% off. Mm-hmm. Let's just get into it because
Let's just do this. Can I not embarrass myself again? Thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to be talking about the Dover Demon. And I really didn't know anything about this. I think Serena actually brought it up to me.
Yeah, I had it on my list to do.
And I stole it.
It's okay, I got a good one.
Okay. All right.
Mine's better.
Probably because, man, I had a hard time trying to find any sightings within the last 10 years of the Dover Demon. So, the Dover Demon, it was seen in Dover, Massachusetts. And,
words are hard.
Massachusetts. I'm just gonna say it like that. I don't even care. So the Dover Demon was originally spotted in 1977, and it was by 3, maybe 4 teenagers. I saw some conflicting, stories there.
3.5.
Yeah. So in 1977, a 17-year-old named William Bartlett and 2 of his friends, Mike and Andy, were driving along a farm road. So, it's not paved, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And they come across a barn as they're driving. And William notices, dudes, there's something on the side of this barn. Okay? Notice that the eyes were glowing. It's on the side of the wall. And the other 2 guys, they sort of saw it, but also they were just driving. So it was kind of one of those things where it was like, hey, did you see that? That was insane. So the way that William described it was it had glowing orange eyes, did not remind him of a dog because it didn't have a tail. It also had an egg-shaped head. He did not see an eye. He didn't see any eyes. He didn't see any nose. And he mentioned that it kind of reminded him of like somebody who is going through starvation and their stomach starts to protrude from them. He said that's kind of the body type it had with the egg-shaped, or he also said it kind of looked like a watermelon-shaped head. So about 2 hours later, and that was around 10 p.m. when William and his friends saw this on the side of the barn. About 2 hours later, a 15-year-old boy in the same town, his name is John Baxter, he was walking back from his girlfriend's house, and he saw something dart out in front of him. And it looked exactly like what William described. So John actually was able to draw a picture of what he saw. So if you guys look up Dover Demon, that black and white little kind of stick figure drawing, that's John Baxter's drawing
with
of
the egg head ass.
Yes, the egg head. So by this point, we have William and 2 of his friends who saw the Dover Demon around 10 p.m. And about 2 hours later, we have John also seeing the same creature. But around the same, or the next night, around 12 a.m., I don't know why this 15-year-old girl is out at 12 a.m. by herself, by the way, okay? Don't know that. But a 15-year-old girl by the name of Abby Brobham, Abby saw a creature. She said it was standing upright right next to a tree. And she just kept walking away from it, and I guess it scurried away as well. So I'm just going to say all 3 of these teenagers did see the same creature within a 24-hour period in Dover. And all of these sightings were also near water. So those are some of the similarities that they have. I'm going to go over like exactly what all 3 of them saw so that it's kind of, it's not just random. Oh, I saw glowing red eyes. Oh, I saw this weird creature with an alien, with a watermelon head.
That's enough for me though. So
looking at that picture that John drew, it reminded me of the Greys. About the Greys? That's kind of what it looks like the aliens. Yeah, so that's instead of having like that gray skin color, they said that the color of the skin was more of an orange color because they said it had glowing red eyes. Maybe that had something to do with the chain or the type of skin color that it had. But they all also said it had this large head and a little skinny body. And that's like the Greys, right? That's what the Greys look like. They have this skinny little body and this giant head.
Same.
Yeah, no, not you. Sorry, I didn't mean to say yeah. So those are the sightings from 1977 in Dover. Those 3 teenagers all saw this happen. However, in 1978, William, the original guy who was 17 who saw the creature on the side of the building. I don't like calling it a demon because we don't know what it is.
That's his name.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's a demon. Anyways, a year later, William is sitting in the car with his girlfriend. They're parked, doing what teenagers do in parked cars. And they both heard and saw something on top of the car run down into the water that was across from them. William thinks it was someone playing a joke on him. Like,
why would they go into the water?
That's the only thing. Even the girlfriend was like, no, that sounded weird, and it went right into the water. But it ran over the top of their car into the water. So quickly. And like, that's why he's saying like, yeah, he saw something. Yeah, she saw something. But William is saying he thinks somebody was playing a joke on him.
Who could run like that?
I don't know. Didn't get into much of that detail. So,
or am I just not coordinated enough to have faith in other people?
And I'm thinking, like, wouldn't you notice someone coming up behind your car,
or
running on top of your
car,
exiting
the water because they're not going to stay in there,
like wouldn't they leave on the other side of the water? But they don't have any sightings of that. Just that it ran up over the car into the water. And that's not just William. Even though he was one of the original guys who saw it, I could understand him thinking someone's playing a joke on him, or just people thinking that he's making this huge hoax. You know, it's been a year since he said he saw this Dover demon, and now he's with his girlfriend and he happens to see it again.
But she saw it too.
It's still a little odd, right? Like, I'm not 100% going to believe William, even if his girlfriend didn't see it first and saw it the second time that he saw it. So, I'm just throwing that out there. I did, however, find a story from 1972. So this was a good, 4 years before the 3 kids saw it. A man named Mark Sennett and some friends saw a creature with glowing red eyes while they were out near a pond in the woods in Dover. So it's the same town. It's the same area, still next to the water. He just said that him and his friends thought it was weird, so they totally ignored it. And then the story comes out years later, and he goes, dude, isn't that what we saw? So he kind of brought it back, like, actually, I saw this earlier. So I don't know if I necessarily believe him either, but I thought it was weird that he's like, no, me and my friends saw this also. We just thought it was strange and didn't report anything.
Yeah.
So, little iffy.
Sketch.
I did find the newspaper article. So I have the link to the newspaper article from 1977 that shows the original drawing and the accounts of the 3 teenagers. And I also found like a list of quote unquote sightings from 1972 to 1978. So we'll also post that. I did.
Have there been any recent, like?
Not really. But I went down a rabbit hole and I couldn't find. I kept seeing this one thing that back in the 1600s in Massachusetts, that people around there were saying that they saw the devil riding on horseback. So I found it in all of the sightings that I saw, you know, the Dover Demon in. The author mentioned seeing the devil on horseback. I can't find an exact story about it, though. So if you guys could help me out by finding that story, that would make me feel a lot better. Because I don't know, maybe I was just not using the right search words, or...
It's because you don't know how to say the word Massachusetts.
I can't say Massachusetts.
So no one's gonna help us.
Exactly.
You're not gonna help us.
I did find one sighting, and it was also from 1977 in Cape Cod, though. And this man, I have the site where he put it in the comments, but it's just a comment of his own sighting of the Dover Demon. So he's in Cape Cod, and around 9:30, which, I mean, William didn't see the demon until 10 o'clock. So keep that in mind. I guess it kind of falls, depending on how fast this thing's move, it falls in the timeline. He was at the beach with a coworker. They left work a little while ago and they were just having a beer in their car, just enjoying the beach, doing their thing. And they leave the beach, and as soon as they're back onto the road, something darts out in front of their car, but it doesn't like scurry to get away. It like stops, like, so it doesn't get hit, you know?
Yeah.
So it definitely notices him. Him and his coworker are looking at this thing that has glowing orange red eyes, but it looked to him more like an ape creature, but it didn't have animal eyes. So that was the only other sighting I could get of the Dover Demon. So really nobody has seen this thing since 1977.
That's crazy too, because I feel like this is the first cryptid that we've covered that doesn't like terrorize people.
Exactly.
Or like kill people.
So I have a theory. I think it's an alien.
Yeah.
I think it was an alien sighting.
I love that for you.
I really think it's an alien sighting. Thank you. I think it's an alien sighting. And then I started to try to look for like, so Dover, Massachusetts was first founded in 1836, but colonists got there in 1640. And like I said, in the 1600s, how they were saying that the devil was riding on horseback. So what also happened in Massachusetts back in the day with the devil? Fucking Salem witch trials, right? Maybe that has something to do with it. This is also sort of near the Bridgewater Triangle.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
I like the alien theory.
I definitely think it's aliens. I want to do more research on this, actually, because there's so many Native American tribes in that area. I wanted to look for something in their folklore about something
I'm surprised
that goes
it didn't
around
come
there.
up.
I had to really search for it.
Yeah.
I really had to dig deep, and I still didn't really find any specific folklore about any sort of creature in that area.
Yeah.
But
I'll help you dig into that a little bit.
yeah, so that is the Dover Demon. I think it's an alien. I think it was an alien sighting, and I mean, that's now it's gone. That's why like it's not. It's definitely a cryptid, because they're saying like they saw it running on 2 legs, but they also saw it running on 4 legs. The one guy said it was kind of ape-like.
What's the water thing about, though?
That's
what throws me
That's why
off.
I kept going back to that. I'm like, all these people were next to a stream. The one guy was next to a beach. And I don't know, maybe it has something to do with water. Who knows?
A water alien.
A water alien. Yeah. But it totally reminded me of the Greys. So I think it was an alien sighting.
I like that. Okay, cool.
So that is mine, and...
Nice. All right, well, I'm going to take it to the Philippines.
All right.
Right quick.
Right quick.
So, I actually have, like, a thing.
Yeah?
Okay, so, when I was in high school, I think I was a sophomore, I had this really, really, really creepy dream of this creature that was trying to get in my bedroom window, and it had like a super, super long tongue.
Oh.
Okay? And I woke up and I went to school the next day, and I told my best friend, and she's from the Philippines.
Okay.
And I went over to her house after school that day. She told her mom about it, and her mom freaked out. She said, you go salt all your windows right now. You sleep with a knife under your pillow. I'm like a sophomore in high school.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah. How do you think I felt? I'd never heard of this creature. And she said, that's what this is. So I'm going to be talking about...
Sidetrack real quick. Sorry. Have you seen the movie Gerald's Game?
No.
Yo.
You can't ask me if I've seen any movies. You know I haven't.
There's this one scene where a monster is licking her feet, and it has this long-ass tongue, and that's all I could picture was this creep... Oh, I can't.
We'll get into it.
Okay, tell me about it, because this is starting to freak me out, especially if you have your own thing about it.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking about Manananggal.
Okay.
So hopefully I don't butcher that. The Manananggal is a mythical creature that comes from folklore originated in the Philippines, like I said. Manananggal appears in literature as early as 1582 in Spanish missionary text. But before the Spanish colonization, which we know Spanish colonized the Philippines, they came over. And the native people of the Philippines likely already had oral folklore about Manananggal.
Okay.
So, the word Manananggal comes from the Tagalog word tanggal, which means to remove or to separate. Yeah. It gets worse.
Oh, God.
Alright, so different regions have, like, contrasting stories of where she comes from, or how one comes to be a Manananggal. Mm-hmm. One legend says that a woman can turn into this creature if she eats a baby black chicken that has been produced from the throat of the beast. Another story says that contamination by physical or supernatural means can turn someone into the creature. For example, contaminating someone's meal with an old Manananggal saliva or human flesh can pass it on.
Okay.
Another known origin story is a ritual involving a special chant, concocted oil, and an egg of a black chicken. A person would rub the oil on their skin while reciting the chant. Finally, they must keep the egg in their armpit until it disappears. And then they'd be turning into one.
Oh. So there is a way to become one of these things if you want to be one of these things. Is there a reason why someone would?
I have absolutely no reason why somebody would want to, unless you're just a garbage-ass human.
Gotcha.
So what they look like. During the day, she is said to appear as a beautiful woman. She's an expert at successfully concealing her true form and maintaining normal relationships. She can even be married. The true nature of the Manananggal comes out at night. When her arms turn into bat-like wings, her torso splits apart, and she flies through the night looking for humans to feast on. She has a long, thread-like tubular tongue that is extremely flexible. So picture, like, her intestines are, like, hanging out.
Ew.
Just here, down, away. Like, cut off. All right, so the Manananggal is said to favor preying on sleeping pregnant women. Mm-hmm. Okay. They also prefer to eat newborn babies, the heart and liver of a person, and the phlegm of sick people.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
She is also known to whip her hair around urban forests, causing hurricanes all over the globe. All right. To feed, she chooses an isolated place. So oftentimes it'll be like banana groves or trees, I guess, where she can leave the lower part of her torso while she hunts at night. She then goes off in search of houses where pregnant women reside. Upon finding a suitable victim, the Manananggal will look for an opening, usually a window or roof access, and she will insert her tongue through the opening. Again, the tongue is long and hollow. She then uses her tongue to puncture the womb through the ear, nose, or mouth. She will suck out the fetus or eat the heart or liver.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
This is horrible. And poor pregnant woman, like...
Yeah.
And baby. Like...
Ugh.
Ugh.
And Serena, who it happened to. Well, I mean...
that didn't happen.
It didn't happen, but you know what I mean. I had a dream that it did.
Creepy.
All right, so how can you protect yourself?
Yeah, so let me just get this straight. So she can be like a beautiful woman during the day, but at night, like half of her body is all exposed with guts hanging out.
She like separates it herself.
Okay.
So she detaches from the lower part of her torso so she can take flight.
And
go fly to go find.
And then she's specifically looking for pregnant women or
she really
sick
likes
people,
fetuses
and babies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but she'll eat like hearts or liver, so nobody's safe.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So how can we protect ourselves? Sunlight is deadly to the Manananggal when she is in her monstrous form. They have many, many, many times been compared to vampires.
Yeah.
So what Western people know as vampires.
Gotcha.
If the two halves are separated when the sun rises, she will be destroyed.
Okay, so she has a time limit. She's got to get back to her lower half.
Yeah. Fucking sunlight will wreck that bitch.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
All right. According to the legend, to destroy the Manananggal, one should look for her lower half. Salt, ash, and or garlic should be placed on the exposed flesh. She then won't be able to reconnect with the lower torso, leaving her vulnerable to the sunlight.
Oh.
Small containers of salt, ash, and raw rice, as well as the smell of burning rubber, are said to deter the Manananggal from approaching one's house. Another source says that a bamboo spear through the back will do the trick.
Okay. Specifically bamboo, though.
Yeah, I'm through the back.
Okay, through the back.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I would think heart, but nope. All right. The Manananggal are said to greatly detest knives, salt, ashes, garlic, holy water, large crustaceans, and the stingray's tails.
Okay.
They also feared daggers, vinegar, onions, and spices. So knives and salt, boom, that's what my friend's mom said for me to have.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Good advice.
Wow.
Creepy though, right?
Hella creepy.
Yeah, so let's talk about some other encounters apart from my dream that I had where I had never heard of this creature in my life and managed to describe this creature to a T. Fucking scary.
And so did you salt your window?
Yes,
you did. You went home and salted.
I did. I also moved my bed. Okay. So my bed was where my head was right. So the window, and then my head was right under the window. And she was like, "Are you crazy? You're not supposed to sleep that way."
Yeah.
So
there's other folklore about how you're not supposed to have your head near a window too.
Yeah.
So
I moved that. I moved
everything.
my bed and I salted the window and my door. I had a sliding glass door in my room.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And did you ever have that dream again?
No.
Or
I never had.
Okay.
Yeah, which is so weird, right?
That's very strange.
That I was able to describe it.
And she knew exactly what you were talking about.
Exactly what I was looking about, what I was talking about, and the look on her face was like, you cannot make that shit up. Like, she was terrified.
Yeah.
She probably thought I was pregnant. She's like, great, you're hanging out with this pregnant high school. I don't know.
Who knows? But thank God that she told you what to do to keep yourself safe.
I know. What if it wasn't a dream, though? What
if you just told that dream to some random person and they're like, oh, that's a strange dream.
How scary, right?
And then you who knows?
Yeah.
Well, who knows?
We'll talk about, in the sleep paralysis episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about one of the dreams that I've had. And I feel like my dreams we've talked about this before, they're always super, super realistic. And, like, the detail in my dreams is crazy. Like, crazy detailed to the point where sometimes I cannot differentiate between if it's a real life or if it's a dream. Yeah. So that was one of those dreams.
That's what I was going to say. The fact that you had one of those dreams when you saw that makes it even 10 times scarier to me. Because it just does.
Yeah.
Like, that's just
exactly.
Scary.
All right, let's talk about some other encounters. So this story comes from Manananggal in Manila. She wrote to Smart Parenting about her encounter with a Manananggal when she was pregnant. She writes, "When I was pregnant, I saw a Manananggal. I sprinkled the entire house with salt and I could still see it flying, all white and scary. I was told by folks in my place that it appears to other people as well, and that it sometimes takes the form of a dog. That's why all of the pregnant women in our place are very watchful." Creepy, right?
Yeah, since she saw it flying.
Yeah, like just chilling, flying, hanging out.
Yeah, no. That's creepy.
Yeah. All right. My last encounter. So another encounter that became a worldwide sensation was an incident that occurred in Manila a few weeks before the 1992 Philippine presidential election. There were rumors that a Manananggal was roaming the vicinity. The rumor spread like wildfire. Martina Santa Rosa wrote, "She attacked me. I was just lucky to be able to get free. I saw half of her body. It was naked. She had long, scraggly hair, long arms, nails, and sharp fangs." No one knows where the rumors started, but the news sparked fear in all those that heard of it. International newspapers even covered this incident. It soon became the hot topic of media, even replacing the presidential election news.
Wow.
On Wednesday, May 13th, 1992, a group of young men, together with a television crew, went to confront a woman who was rumored to be the Manananggal. Her name was Teresita Bronqui. I feel like I said that wrong, sorry. When they arrived to the house, they saw an old lady that tried to reason that she was not the Manananggal, but in fact a victim herself.
Okay.
She showed her foot, which was missing some toes because of the attack. To end the rumor, a reporter named Cesar Soriano made the woman touch the dried tail of a stingray. Nothing happened and the lady was acquitted. That's the last I found of that, but I have a theory that what if when the Manananggal is in her, like, human form, she's not, like, those artifacts or salt, whatever, doesn't work on her.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that doesn't make any sense, but...
No, it
what
does.
if that woman really was the Manananggal, but because she was, like, in her human form, she was able to touch the stingray thing? I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creepy, though.
Very creepy.
That's the last of that.
Wow.
Oh, what do you think?
I don't like her.
I don't like her either.
I don't like that you saw her.
I know. When I tell you, like, that was scary.
That's creepy.
That was scary. My dreams. That's a whole fucking podcast in itself, honestly.
So, I finally remembered the word.
Oh, what was the word?
So, like the Manananggal, how it looks human during the day and you can't tell that she's anything other than human. Fairies use this thing called glamour.
Oh.
So that when they're around humans, they look human. However, they still can't touch iron or anything.
Okay.
So that would be the difference.
That would debunk my theory.
Yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
I always find it fascinating when you have something like the Manananggal or even vampires that do appear human, act human, seem human, but they're not. And as soon as the sun goes down, they're this horrible creature that it's hard to stop.
I'm really excited to get into our vampire episode this month, and I really hope I don't reference Twilight too much. But
yeah, man. That's creepy. Very creepy. Thank you, Serena. I like it.
You're welcome.
I like it.
Trying to bring some Filipino creature into the podcast. Scary. Yeah, I just find it so crazy that I had never seen anything on this creature, never even knew the name, nothing, and was able to describe, like, to a T. And the fact that I told, like, my one Filipino friend that I had.
You told the right person.
From the Philippines, so she grew up with these stories. Yeah. Crazy.
It's nuts. I'm glad you told her and that we know about it now, because I'm about to go home and start salting my windows, like, just for the fuck of it at this point. Like,
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's all nuts, guys. So
this episode's shorter than I thought it would be.
Right? Well, that's our Cryptids for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, even though they were a little shorter. However, we will have more Cryptids coming the next couple weeks, because that's what we're doing all October. You guys get a Cryptid every week.
Yes, our next episode is we're going to be talking about sleep paralysis.
Yes. Sleep paralysis, and I don't know what type of Cryptid I'm doing yet. Not sure.
I know what you're doing.
Oh, okay. See, that's why I write everything down.
You're doing skinwalkers, right?
Am I doing skinwalkers?
I believe so.
I might be doing skinwalkers next, guys.
I think you are, which I'm excited about.
Yes. And, dude, there's so much to go into it.
Yeah, I'm excited. But that'll be a longer episode.
I'm also very happy that I got to learn about the Dover Demon, considering I really had no idea about it. And it really bugs me that there's no more other sightings. But I think we got to keep in mind that it's also next to the Bridgewater Triangle. So, who knows?
I'm so shocked that there's not more.
There isn't.
That's crazy.
I looked. That's all I did yesterday at home, dude. I was like, there has to be more sightings.
I'm not saying you're lying about
it. But I'm saying, like, I'm still looking. I want to see if there's anything else, but I can't find any specifics that are even... I really like to look for things that are within the last 10 years of sightings. But not for this. That's why I go back to thinking it was an alien.
I think that was a good theory. Manananggal, I really feel like vampire makes sense. Especially the whole garlic thing. Yeah. She don't like garlic. She don't like
holy water.
Food.
Or holy
spices.
Water. Yeah. The crustacean thing
threw me off.
And I don't know why. I'm trying to think of anything with vampires and, like, crabs, but I can't think of anything that relates there either.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very interesting. I like it when we have cryptids that have very specific dislikes or things that don't work for them.
I agree.
Like the crustaceans or the tail of a stingray.
Yeah.
That's very specific.
Maybe because they're salty. And she
doesn't like vinegar either.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Just keep that adobo on deck, you guys.
Right? Start throwing spices at them.
You'll be fine. All right, cool. Well, we do have some social media. We'd love it if you guys could give us a follow.
Please, please, please. We need more on Instagram. I have fun posting pictures, but we only have we have less than 100 followers. Yeah, I want more.
Go hang out with Naomi. Naomi runs our Instagram. I run the Twitter, so...
Twitter's a lot more active, I gotta say, but I try. I try.
So let's show Naomi some love on Instagram.
Instagram Instagram is Weird Mythic Podcast. We are also on Facebook.com/Weird Mythic. Please send us any suggestions of cryptids, guys, or any of your own like sleep paralysis stories. Anything about if you've happened to see an alien or live in the Massachusetts area and got something to tell me, let me know.
I know we have some followers in the Philippines. I would love if you guys could give us your insight on Manananggal, apart from what I knew.
Yeah, go to weirdmythicpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you guys think, or if you have any of your own theories or stories like Serena does. Like, creep me out. Come on.
All right. And then once again, that promo for the merch, you guys, 10% off is code MYTHIC.
Yeah.
I'll have that link down below. We love you guys.
Yes.
We appreciate all of the support. Let's fucking make this October legit.
Dude, October is going to be off the hook. I hope you guys enjoy.
Bye.